For some reason, I feel the need to have cat footage in every video. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to go over my cacti collection. So I'm going to be showing off all my cacti today. No succulents, nothing like that, strictly cacti. I wanted to say this off the top. I do not know most of these cacti names. If/when I find these cacti names, I will be putting them on the screen. I've always found cacti names to be way more complicated than other tropical species. I find a lot of them also don't really have common names. They more so only have the Latin names. I don't want anyone to call me out that I don't know all these names. If you know the names of these cacti, leave it in the comments. Also, if I want to be a real YouTuber, I do have to tell you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. So please do that. I appreciate it. Thank you. First up on the list, he is the newest to my collection. He is very dangerous. He has black spikes on the top. So yeah. Honestly, there's not really much to say about cacti. They're pretty self-explanatory. There's not really much to say here. It's green. It's very spiky and dangerous. Be careful. I just got it yesterday, so I'm definitely gonna have to repot it. I'm terrified to do so. Wish me luck on that. But yeah. So I have this little guy right here. It is so freaking cute. It's very wide, but like very short and small. It's very stumpy. That's the only way I can really explain him. He's very stumpy. It is green with yellow and orange variegation. Also, this guy is growing some little babies, and I've never really seen cacti grow babies like this, so this is really cool and unique to me. This was a gift, so I do really like this guy a lot. Don't really have any variegated cactus. This is like pretty much my only one, so I do really like that feature about him, and it has not grown whatsoever since I've owned it. So I also have an Putea micro daisies. I do know the name of this guy. A lot of people call it a bunny ear cactus because they look like little bunny ears. This one is a little bit different than the ones I showed you before because the spikes on this one are really, really tiny and they're almost kind of hair-like feeling. These can get stuck in your fingers very easily. Even though they look soft, they are definitely not soft. I've had this cactus for a really long time. This is like one of the first cacti I've ever owned. I've had this guy for, I don't know, at least a year and a half, maybe. I've had this guy for a while. I also have taken some cuttings from this guy as well. So I have some little Puteas in this pot here. They haven't really been doing much. I do really, really like this one. This one is different. A Putea are probably one of my favorite cacti. I do really, really like a Putea. I like the style of it. I like that they stack on top of each other. I think that's a really cool feature. I do definitely want more Putea. I would definitely also like maybe some variegated Putea. I don't know. But yeah. A Putea micro daisies, that's that. We got this cacti here. So there are actually 6 separate cacti in here, and then also I have separated this little guy. So there were 7. This one also kind of has black spikes. It also looks kind of fuzzy and kind of hairy if you can see really, really close up. This one's pretty pale green in comparison to some of the others, and I do like the shape of this one. I like how they're kind of squared but kind of not at the same time. It's a really cool look. Once again, I don't know the name of this cactus, so in the wild I'm not sure if they grow in clusters like this or they're just singular. Most likely they probably do grow in clusters because this is how it was sold to me. And yeah, this is my little cactus garden. Made this arrangement a really long time ago. It's actually in a bonsai pot. I only know the names of these guys, which are euphorbias. This is the first plant arrangement I've definitely ever made. I do really still like it to this day. I think it is very bland and it is kind of a weird setup and a weird landscape. Regardless, I still do enjoy the overall aesthetic because I've got a bunch of different colors going on in here and a bunch of different heights and variations and different kinds. I kind of do want to spice it up. I don't know what I want to do. This guy in the front here, he's got kind of like orange and white spikes, which is really cool. These guys with the yellow spikes are super funky because the spikes actually kind of go back in towards the cactus. The only way I can really explain it is they look kind of curly. In the back, I got the 3 giants back there. And one of them is also just growing a root randomly out of the back, which is super duper weird. And then I got this guy on the side here. I think this is a Hawortha. I don't know for sure. That's my little cacti garden. I do also have a Bhoot cactus. I do really love this guy. It was in my top plants of 2019 video. It looks like boobs, as you can obviously see. The Latin name is ridiculously long and extensive, and that's really all I can say about this. The spikes are also very minimal on this guy. He doesn't really have super crazy spikes. They're just really tiny and very minimal and wouldn't really do much damage, so yeah. So this is a dragon fruit cactus. This is actually where dragon fruit come from. So maybe in 10 years I might be able to get some dragon fruit out of this guy. That would be really cool. It's extremely thick and extremely bushy. These guys actually, once they mature, they turn kind of more into like a tree and they grow on kind of more like a trunk. So these guys are a lot more forgiving than other cacti. You can definitely touch them, but you still do have to be very careful. I find when you give this guy a lot of light as well, I've noticed that the tips start to turn kind of reddish, so that's pretty cool too. Also, as you can see, this guy has so many aerial roots just like growing. Let me know if that's bad or good, but it's got so many aerial roots just like popping out. Last but not least, I have my oldest cacti. These cactus are the first ones I ever got. They are significantly bigger in comparison to all the other cacti that I've shown you today. So these are the first cacti that I ever had. I have a very strong attachment to these guys. These are kind of like the OGs in my plant collection. These are not only the first cacti that I ever had, but also one of the first plants that I've ever had. So they didn't come together. I put them together in this pot. From where it gets thinner, that is all new growth. So it has definitely, this guy has doubled in size. Here they are. That's that. Those are all my cacti. I appreciate you if you've made it this far. Thank you so much. I have a lot more plants in general, but those are my cacti specifically. I feel like every plant channel has like a houseplant tour. Like that's like the first OG video that I should have done. But for some reason, I'm not really that obsessed with doing a plant tour. Maybe it's because I have so many plants. I have like 100 plants. So to have like 100 plants all in one video seems very overwhelming. I don't know, it just doesn't really seem to flow for me. I might do it, I might not, I haven't really decided. If you have made it this far, thank you so friggin' much. Subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other videos. I got some other plant stuff going. I want to try to do some weed stuff as well. Thank you for watching, like truly, thank you. I appreciate it, I really do.